According to enforcers, the driver of this motorcycle refused to stop, was chased, and then crashed the bike. They're actually suspecting that this might be a stolen motorcycle because of the wires here. There you go. That's what those wires are for. Starts the engine.
Sumemplang, tapos
Pagtayo po, boss, bumanat po ulit siya yung sa pinaka-deadend ko. Tumama po yung ulo niya, akala namin hihinto na po siya.
oh,
Ngayon po, pag tayo niya, biglang paparating na kami, para bumanat po ulit siya. Malaking motor po kami, hindi kami makamaniobra, boss.
oh.
Hanggang dulo po, dead-end.
Tapos iniwan niya.
Yes po, tumumba yan.
Sinemplang niya na lang.
Opo, tumalon sa bakod, boss. Tumawid sa kabilang kanto.
So now the concern, what possible cargo could be inside? Because in the past, when they found drivers like that, they also dropped sachets of white powder. So you can never be sure, right? Good morning, everyone. MMDA back on the road. Balintawak acting on an 8888 complaint. The fact that everyone's removing their stuff means they really know it's meant to be a sidewalk. Just extend, extend, extend. The problem with many tricycles in this area, historically, is they don't have any license, they don't have any registration. Although in this case, someone did show a driver's license. You'll see the towing crew are picking up this motorcycle though, because no one's come out to show a license to claim responsibility for it. When the driver of the motorcycle comes back, he'll see the impound notice here. And in fact, you'll see the towing crew are now looking for the chassis number on this or serial number, something that can identify it for the paperwork. And then they'll be putting this on the back of the tow truck. I thought there was a permanent team assigned here in Balintawak, but I guess not. If you were to wonder why it smells so bad around here and why there's so many roaches and rats, just look. It's no surprise really, is it? Underneath you can see all the garbage, the guts from different animals, food stuff. How often does that get cleaned? I'm guessing not that often. Absolutely stinks, really smells bad. But obviously this isn't something that happened overnight. This is something that's been going on for a long time. The problem is this one clearing team cannot cover every street every day. You'll see a sign there that says no parking both sides, and then a whole bunch of motorcycles parked here. So they're writing out the tickets, and unattended vehicles are being taken away by the towing crew. When the enforcer asked this driver for his license, he started trying to push the motorcycle off the road, but it's too late because the plate number is already on the ticket, and there you go, that's the driver's license. According to one of the riders, he paid 20 pesos to park here. I just saw one of the riders try to approach him, and he ran away inside. It was this street sweeper that warned him to disappear. So maybe that's the guy. Yeah, he just said that's the guy that collected 20 pesos from him. The MMDA did ask one of the riders, do you want to file a case or file a report with the local PNP so they can take action on that? But he said no. The problem is no one else saw what happened, no one else can identify them. It really has to be the rider himself. They just caught that rider, slippers, no helmet. He has a really nice bike, but unfortunately no helmet, no shoes. So 2,000 pesos if they put both penalties on the ticket. And this motorcycle is also being issued a ticket for parking on the sidewalk. The driver is here. There were a lot of bananas here on the sidewalk. They're making them push back. Look at how much space they have. Why do they really need to extend over the sidewalk, especially when you have children walking around here? I just don't understand. They have so much space, but they want everything. They want the sidewalk too. One of the ladies here was actually complaining when the MMDA asked them to remove these cartons from the sidewalk, and they had to explain to her the sidewalk is not a parking space for you, it's a walking place for pedestrians. This is the kind of thing that always amazes me. Can you imagine you're walking along at night, you accidentally step there, boom, you're injured, you can't go to work for 1 month, you get an infection in your leg because of the injuries and the fact that it's a sewer. Why doesn't the barangay ask the city, hey, we got a problem here, can you come and fix this? They have the resources, they have the equipment, they have the manpower, you just have to ask. Amazingly, no one has come out to move this pickup truck, and they've actually been waiting and waiting and waiting, because they do give a 5-minute grace period beyond the normal towing guidelines. Just saw a guy arrive now, no crash helmet on the back of the motorcycle. And when drivers approached that back rider didn't have a crash helmet, he suddenly jumped in the car. So it turns out that's why he went here. This vehicle says he's a speed hunter, but it's about to be towed away for illegal parking on the sidewalk. You have a mushroom head over there. Actually, the MMDA are frequently reminding people, wear your helmet properly. Look, there you go. 5 minutes just reminded him. They just flagged down that motorcycle rider there. Unfortunately, no crash helmet on the back. This is another example of pakiusap. They were about to put this on the back of the tow truck because no driver came out for more than 10 minutes, according to the towing crew and according to the enforcer. And the lady that came out now, she's not the driver, she's not the owner. There's no driver here that can show a license. They've already picked up a lot of motorcycles. They picked up a lot of cars, as you saw. So she's asking, can't you just give me some special consideration? But if they give it to one person, they have to give it to everyone, otherwise it's unfair. So although the lady was able to delay the team, it still ended up on the back of the tow truck. There's always a lot of people watching. There's a lot of people ready to say, hey, you're unfair. You took my bike, you didn't take their bike. You took my car, you didn't take their car. The only way to be fair is to be consistent. And a little further along the road, you see another vehicle on the back of the tow truck. What I noticed with that motorcycle is when the lady opened her garage, she had so much space inside. So I'm wondering, why did they park it on the road? They could have saved themselves a lot of problems by putting it inside. And I don't know why people do things like this. You see the sidewalk, suddenly they just put a sign there, so you can't go past anymore. It's really a frustration for pedestrians because they always end up having to walk in the road. You see this little old lady here, even she's forced to walk in the road. And of course she can't use the sidewalk after the sign either because it was made into an extension of the car wash. I just want to show you this because I think it looks really nice. Clean sidewalk, nice tree there. Yeah, it looks really nice, this part. What you'll see here is the towing crew walking around this vehicle, making their own video just to document any damage, and then they'll put it on the back of the tow truck. There's a member of the Jan Lang Ako gang right here, the notorious Dilag. No helmet, no shoes, and I'm guessing no license.
Malayo malapit, kailangan naka-helmet na authorized. Pangalawa, kailangan naka-enclosed, naka-closed na shoes, hindi pwede ang sinelas. Pangatlo, dapat may lisensya.
And there it is now on the back of the flatbed. They're just tying it down to secure it for the journey to Tamana in Marikina City. And here's another one that's being pulled off the sidewalk now. Again, they gave the driver more than enough time to come out. This little guy is also watching. He's quiet. That's nice. You're a good boy. Oh, you want to go walkies? I shouldn't say it too loud. He might actually hear me and get excited.